And return to Let's Play Fallout 2. Alright. Let's check out this computer now. You insert the access card into the slot. Beep, access card accepted. Loading Windblows 2075. Done. Input command. Scan the files for information about GEC or Vault 13. You find some files containing the keywords GEC and Vault. Look for the vault. Your eyes widen and your heart quickens as you discover what appears to be an old advertisement for a Garden of Eden creation kit. The ad depicts a grinning cartoon guy in a vault suit holding up a large case that says Survival Kit. It's almost as if the smiling bastard is taunting you. According to the ad, the kit includes a base replicator unit, which replicates food and basic items needed for building your new world, a holodisk reader with library, which includes selections from the Library of Congress, complete set of encyclopedias, and other life-saving information, all contained on 460 handy holodisks, and it even contains a miniature pen flashlight. Surely this miracle device is exactly what you need to save your dying village. As you read over more articles, you learn the GEC was developed by Future Tech, a division of Vault Tech, and that it was standard issue in all Vault Tech vaults. It was meant to be used upon exiting a vault, to help re-establish life in the harsh environments of a world devastated by nuclear war. Upon further reading, you discover the GEC isn't quite the miracle device the ad made it out to be. The base replicator is actually nothing more than a fertilizer system containing food seeds, soil supplements, and chemicals specifically engineered to turn the arid wasteland into fertile soil. Its claim that it can build basic items actually alludes to new codes it provides for the vault's machines, allowing them to create new items from the dispensers. The GEC also contains schematics for basic force fields and the construction of sandcrete walls and buildings. It seems the GEC itself is meant to be disassembled over the course of its use. You read an example of how its cold fusion power source is intended to be used for main city power production. The GEC even contains instructions on disassembling sections of the vault to create homes and defensive structures for the new community. As you finish reading over the files, you decide that even though it's not the magical device the Elder seems to think it is, finding a GEC is still your best option if you hope to save your tribe. Okay, tell me about the vault. You browse over the files, which contain mostly government propaganda for how amazing life in the vaults would be. You learn that in the mid-21st century, the U.S. government commissioned Vault Tech to construct 122 vaults across the United States. These vaults were meant to serve as shelters for up to 1,000 U.S. citizens in the event of a nuclear holocaust. Within the safe confines of the underground vaults, the vault dwellers could live out a luxurious existence as they await the signal informing them that the surface world is once again inhabitable. You continue browsing the files, but the only mention you find of Vault 13 simply states that it's located in California, which doesn't help you much. Alright. I guess we can play Rock, Paper, Scissors. Rock, Paper, Scissors version 0.3. Select an option. Rock. Terminal, make selection. Calculating. User wins. Okay, I guess, thanks. Add information. You have nothing to add. Okay. Read help or about file. Congratulations on successfully installing Windblows 2075. This version is the most advanced Windblows version to date. With the probability of only one crash per million function calls confirmed, our technicians are confident that Windblows is perfect for any corporate environment. The newest addition to Windblows 2075 is an improved and tweaked code base which now only wastes 15% of your CPU cycles on background administration, as opposed to previous versions which would waste up to 25% of your CPU cycles. Of course, much user consideration has been put into this latest release. As with previous versions of Windblows, the common commands of search, add, move, delete, format are available to the user. Okay, well, we don't want to do that, so we will back off of that and, I guess, log off. Fun. Alright, well, that is my access card. Security access card still working, in working condition, okay. Right. So, how do I, there it is. What time is it? That's right, 6 in the morning, so it's not quite there yet. Let's come down here, see if I can't trade out some of the stuff in my inventory. Let's barter. I mean, I could go for some more stim packs. Could try. I've got a lot of them, but how much is this going to cost total? $10.50. Right. Wait a minute. I'd like to take a look at your other goods. Oh, another look at your good. Okay. So, wait a minute. He's got a secret stash. Okay, so if I remember correctly, you goddamn idiot. Pathfinding is horrible. If I remember correctly, I looked in here and I did not see anything for the lighter that I need. I got that to sell. And I had also sold... Those my plated? Yeah, those are my plated. I had also sold... Vic's rifle. Sorry, I'm coming back to this after more than a week, and I kind of forget things. Right. What does everybody have on them? You're right, because I gave you the rifle to make up for your missing gun. You've probably got one too many of these things. It's okay, you can hold on to it right now. Did I already use my books? That's what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for a way to pass the time. I think I must have already used my books.
What's up? You got that?
Oh, wait a minute, he's got them. Army Technical Manual, Operations Manual. Science doesn't do me any good. Chemistry journals. Give that a look. Guns and bullets I don't think does me any good. Scout Handbook. Holodesk. Did we... Oh, right, because she wanted me... Lynette wanted me to go talk to the guy we were supposed to assassinate. Right. We might still gain something out of this. Get some repair, free repair, why not? There's a lot of books. Probably more than will be necessary for me. Get into daytime. Let's see here. So, let's see. Repair. Repair will probably be the most useful to me. First aid next. Outdoorsman would probably also work. Okay, let's do the repair. Actually, let's do the outdoorsman first, because Vic can repair. Although sometimes he didn't seem like he was repairing. And then, yeah, okay. Righty then. Let's use outdoorsman. Learn a lot about wilderness survival. I just want to see how much time that actually took, because I don't remember. 8 o'clock, straight to morning. Okay, perfect. Well, in that case, I think we can just go ahead now and talk to some of these other individuals. So this guy, Monastery Graveyard Keeper. Why, hello there. My name's Samuel. What brings you here? Do you know of Father Tully? Father Tully, you say? He appears to be racking his brain trying to remember. Yeah, I remember Tully. How's that fella doing anyway? I haven't seen him since he was kicked out of here a long time ago. He grins drunkenly as he reflects. Boy, that was a hoot. Him and me together, what a combo. He lives in New Reno now, preaching the good word, or something like that. You know, you two seem a lot alike. New Reno, huh? He leans on his shovel, pulls out a small flask, and takes a big swig. Remember him saying he'd be headed that way. I'm glad he made it there safely. I always like that fella. A real hoot. If you see him again, tell him old Savvy is still alive and kicking. I'll do that. I got some other questions, though. What do you want to know? Are you the gravekeeper? Yes, I attend to these here graves. Nobody else wants to do it, so old Sammy got the job. It's not as bad as one might think. It's got its perks, if you know what I mean. He grins sloppily, and wiggles his bushy eyebrows at you. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I'm morbidly curious. Sure. Why, I get to be outdoors, and no one's around to tell old Sammy when he's had enough. I know when I've had enough. That when there's none left. He cackles, which quickly turns into a hideous cough. After coughing up a lung or two, he smiles at you. Oh, of course, that's what you meant. Sigh of relief. Let me ask you something else, though. What can you tell me about the Abbey? The Abbey, well, this place has been my home for most of my life. Everyone here is nice, and anyone's welcome as long as they don't cause trouble. I mean, I don't spend too much time in the monastery, but I know our pooters have all kinds of info that's been collected over the years. Maybe some of it might be of use to you. You don't spend much time in the church. You are a monk, aren't you? He grins, revealing a gap-filled set of rotten teeth. Well, let's just say the other bucks don't take too kindly to my drinking habits. Makes sense. I got more questions. Is there anything I can help you with? Let me take a minute. Yeah, I might got something if you're up to it. Sure, Sam, what do you need? Well, the past couple of days, I've noticed some of these graves are being dug up. Now, whoever's doing this don't appear to be getting that far, but it's a pain for me to fill them back up. Well, did you try and figure out who's been doing this? Sure, I tried. One night I stayed up around till midnight or so, and no one showed up. I must have fallen asleep soon afterwards. Too much drinking, I suppose. He grins, pulls out his flask, and takes a hefty swig. So what do you say? You want to help me out? First of all, let's see if I can barter. No, we're supposed to bring a bottle of wine back, I believe. So maybe we get it for doing this. All right, I'll see what I can do. Do you know anything else that might help me? Well, now that you mention it, I do remember Mr. Peterson saying something about hearing some noises coming from his field. You might know something about this, and he and that pretty little wife his live right over there. He points to the building south of the graveyard. I'll see what I can do. Right? Good to see you again. What can I do for you? Do you know anything about... Brother Samuel said you might know something about who is disturbing the graves. He said you've heard some noises coming from your crops. Brother Samuel sent you here? What's that drunkard up to now? Tending to the graves as usual, I suppose. So what about you? About what you heard? John sits down in his chair and pours himself a shot of whiskey. It all began a couple days ago. My wife and I were preparing for bed when we heard some rustling out in the field. I grabbed my lantern and rushed outside to see if I could find the source of the noise. As soon as I made it to the fields, though, the noises had stopped. Go on. Well, the next night, we didn't hear a thing. But the night after that, we heard rustling coming from the field again. This time I crept to the window and looked out rather than rushing outside. Peering into the darkness, I saw a dim light, like from an old lantern or something, moving among the crops. After a couple minutes, the light moved toward the cemetery. Go on. I wanted to go out and confront whoever or whatever it was, but the wife convinced me to stay inside and check on things in the morning. So the next morning, I see some of my crops had been eaten and there's fresh footprints all around. Now, I don't mind feeding the poor, but I don't take kindly to thieves. Go on. After that, I asked Brother Samuel if anything had happened in the graveyard. That's when he told me someone had been digging up some of the graves. Apparently, whoever's doing this isn't strong enough to dig in one night. I guess it's an old beggar hoping to dig up some treasure. If you ever find out who's doing this, please tell him to stop by. There's no need for thievery here in the Abbey, and I'd be happy to help this person in any way I can. I get this straight. You'll be happy to help someone that lurks around your house at night, steals your crops, tries to rob you dead. Been a lot of loonies in my life. Okay. I'll try and catch this individual. Maybe I'll wait around midnight and see if I can find anything out. Well, thanks for the information. Take care. All right. Nice that it tells me exactly how to solve the puzzle. All right, we got other people to talk to, though. We're not going to escort you just yet. Hi. Okay. He's got nothing for me. down here, talking to El Merchant. Wipes the sweat from his forehead. Yeah, you need something? The abbot said you might need some assistance. What seems to be the trouble? The main water pump for the abbey is busted. The damn thing was breathing its last the past few days, and now it's finally gone out. Well, I'm not that great with machines, but perhaps I can see if something can be done. Sure, no one's stopping you. I'll see what I can do then. Seems to be very hard to fix. Oh, that's the pump. Repair? Repair skill? Probably. Were you gonna do something about that, Vic, or? You open the machine and look inside. You see a lot of rusty gears and motors. One of the motors has a crack in it. Investigate more. Upon closer inspection, you find out what is wrong with the water pump. 100 experience points. Upon closer inspection, you see that the crack is not the cause of the trouble, but rather the connection for where the wires go. The connectors seem to have burned out over the years of use. It's going to take a whole new motor, as well as a new set of wires, to get this machine working again. Okay. Well, I know where we got a motor. The wires, though, I'm not sure about that. There's the motor. Talk to him and give it to him? Oh, it's you again. Any luck? Actually, yes. I looked inside, and it seems the motor is completely busted. The connections are shot, so we're going to have to get our hands on a new motor, as well as some wires to reconnect everything since the old wires are fried. The connectors are shot on the main motor, eh? Well, I got some wires here with me. Oh, that's convenient. That will work, but not that specific motor. I'm sure Vault City has the part, though. Go there and speak to Harry in the main courtyard. Courtyard. Tell him Dave sent you. Damn motor's expensive, but he should give you a good deal. Wow, okay. So we can get him for money. I'll head there now. I'll be back soon. I'm back. Yeah, I got the part right here. Excellent. Want me to install the damn thing, or do you want the pleasure? I mean, actually, I think I've done enough for this job. Go ahead and install it yourself. Am I going to get more experience out of that if I do it myself? Maybe? I don't know. Like, my repair skill is kind of low. So, is there a chance to fuck this up? I'd better have him do it. I think I've done enough for the job. Go ahead and install it yourself. Alright, fine. Hand it over. There you go. The water pump's been repaired. You should notify the head monk. God damn it, get out of the way. It's now fixed. Alright, well. Good. So we got 300 experience points. Yeah, shoot. I should have quick saved before that, because then we could have tested to see if I would have got more experience for doing it myself. Let's quick save now, anyhow. That was a very bad time for one of you guys to start talking. Covered up what he was saying. I could barely read what he had. Okay, you. Fix the broken water pump. That's great news indeed. That water pump had been acting for quite some time. Acting up for quite some time. I was going to say, what does he do, Shakespeare? Those merchants said they would take care of it, but they didn't seem to be making much progress. It's a good thing you came along. Thank you again. Monday? I mean, whatever. I'm glad to be of assistance. Take care. Do you have something for me, though? No, right. No barter. No barter. Alright, guys, get in here. Clear the fucking door. Alright, this way, please. Are you in my way now? Okay, well, I guess that's all we gotta do then. Abby. Find out who's digging it up. Inform Brother Samuel and Father Tully about the whereabouts of each other. Bring a lighter to Brother Hank. Collect information about botany for Brother Paul. Right. Okay. Well, I guess if I take him, that's probably no, that's going to be too far away. We're not going to be back by midnight. I guess I can just sit here and read all these books. That's kind of boring. Oh, I gotta bring my thing back up so I know how much time has elapsed. Yeah, alright. Let's sit here and read then, I guess. Blow some time. Learn a lot about wilderness survival. Okay, well, let's do repair. Learn a lot about repairing. You learn a lot about repairing. How much time are we passing here? Okay, well, it's getting there. How are we now? So 64, okay. Outdoorsman 62. Alright. Now I'm curious, this chemistry journal thing. A random pile of literature regarding the field of chemistry. The papers on molecular chemistry are particularly interesting. See, this is a very specific thing. It makes me think this is a quest item. I'm going to save again. Quick save. No, I can't even do anything. So they must be then. I'm going to have to look those up. You know what? I'm going to look those up. I'm going to find out what they're for. It is indeed a quest item. Okay. So, let's continue on with this, I guess. Learn new ways to heal injury. Alright. Now it's dark. I hope I didn't... Okay, close. Right. So, let's go spend some time talking to the merchant back here. Hopefully he's now actually a merchant. Who's that? Seems to be assisting the man who's fixing the pump. Thanks for helping us with this thing. Damn it. Did I have to trade with him beforehand? Or was he just not actually a merchant? Well, poo. Alright, just out of curiosity, what are we at now for first aid? 75%. Did doctor go up a little bit too? I thought this was at like 18 before. So a first aid book gives you mostly first aid, but then +1 to your doctor as well? Okay. Right, okay. Well, let's quick save one more time. Why not? And then we will just go ahead and wait for midnight. Midnight. Is that the guy? There's a monastery. Oh. What the? Oh. Decrepit old man reeks of sweat and possibly urine. He's garbed in tattered, muddy rags and is carrying a shovel. The old man jolts with surprise when he sees you approach. Look, I really must be going. Now you hold on a minute. You grab the man by the arm as he begins to walk away. Who are you, and what are you doing here at this hour? What? Why, the name's Tom, and can't an old man enjoy a nightly stroll anymore without getting asked a bunch of questions? Not when he's slinking around like a thief and carrying a shovel. All right, fine, but why are you carrying a shovel? You mean this whole thing? He glances down at the rusty shovel in his hands. Well, you never know when you might find something that needs digging up. Always be prepared, I say. Find something, huh? You mean like, something in a grave? Tom's eyes widen. I'm not sure what you mean. Tom, you're in a graveyard. You've got mud all over you. It's past midnight. Why, even Tor could draw a conclusion from this. Who's Tor? It's time to start giving me some answers, Tom. Why are you digging up these graves? He puts down the shovel and sighs. All right, I'll tell you. My body ain't what it used to be. Got no job and no real means to get food. I know grave digging ain't something that folks smile upon, but it's been a way for me to bring in some money. I'm just trying to survive. I don't mean no harm. I've heard you've also been stealing crops from the farmer here. The old man fidgets uncomfortably. I couldn't help it. I was just so hungry, and the food looked so good. Please, I don't mean any trouble. Look, I'll just go away, and you won't see me here again, I promise. Wait, no need for any of that. The Petersons own the farm here, and they're extremely nice people. Mr. Peterson even offered to talk with whoever was taking his crops and come to a reasonable agreement. Go talk with him. I'm sure he can help you out somehow. The old man's eyes light up. That doesn't sound like a bad idea at all. Hey, thanks. Maybe this world ain't so cruel as I thought it was. You take care then, Tom. I'll check with you later and see how things are going. You figure out who's digging up the graves and set Tom towards a new life. You gain 1,000 experience points. Well, bully for me. I think we have to wait until he gets down here. So, it's midnight. I wonder if What's-His-Face wants to leave now. We could go, take him to Gecko, come back. It would be morning, so we don't have to waste 8 more hours. Yeah, that's a good plan, because otherwise we'd have to leave in the daytime, come back. It'd probably be nighttime by the time we came back for taking his dick somewhere. Because I'm pretty sure this is going to be on foot, and we're going to have to come back for the car. We're not going to be able to get him to go with me via the car. Otherwise, we wouldn't have to come back at all. Did he get down here yet? Oh, there he is. There it is. All right. He's got a smile on his face and he's wearing new worker's clothing. That was quick. Hey there! Wow, you were right. That Mr. Peterson is one kindly fella. He forgave me for what I did and even offered me a job helping out in the field. He says once I pay off the food I've taken, then I'll start making a weekly salary. Thanks again for your trouble. You're welcome, Tom. You take care of yourself now. Oh, wait. I want to give you something for helping an old fella like me out. I found this lighter, on some lad I dug up a couple weeks ago. I have no use for it, and hopefully you might. Thanks, Tom. I'm sure this'll come in handy. See you around. Boy, that's convenient. You can barter, Tom? I just happen to need one of those. Okay. For another quest. Thanks, Tom. The old man nods and goes back to what he was doing. Can we talk to you now? Good to see you again. Tom's been a big help around here. The whole 5 seconds he's been here, I guess. Thanks again for sorting all that out. Now, what can I do for you? Nothing else. I gotta be going. Cool. Okay, 1,000 experience points for that, right. So let's go give the lighter. God, I've been hanging on to so many lighters throughout the entire series so far, and of course, before I come here, I sold them. Thank God they happen to have one. Or whoever these people worship. You know what? Like, that's. I want to say that's good game design, but it might be appropriate to applaud the mods, the people who made the mod, the restoration patch. Because, you know, obviously this was something that was taken out. This whole area was taken out. And so it's been put back in. And so somebody, whether it's the original developers or the mod people, made this self-contained so that you don't have to keep moving back and forth. Because the Abbey is so far out of the way. Having most of the stuff that you need available here. Although, where did I pick up the motor? I forget where I picked it. It was the EPA. I think, right? It was in the shop is where I picked up the motor, which also is a location that was taken out of the original game and put in via the mod. And you need the information from the EPA to come back here and talk to the guy about botany. Okay. Anyway, I just like that. I like how it's all self-contained for once. Shit, we're on the wrong side. We can't get down this way. Thought I was being clever by using the... Oh my god. Now who's in my fucking way? Jesus. Alright. Somebody scream for a lighter so I know it's you. There you go. Any luck finding a lighter? Yep. Hand your lighter to him. It's perfect, thanks. Out of curiosity, what exactly are you doing here? We brew our own alcohol here at the monastery. It's some of the most powerful stuff you'll taste in the wastes. Mind if I... This sounds like I'm gonna get addicted to it. Mind if I try some? Sure, since you brought me a lighter, here's one on the house. I'll hold on to it. I'm highly suspicious. Bottle of wine, aha! A fresh bottle of Abbey's finest wine. There we go, because now I need that for Tully. See? See? It's all coming together. We already looted the whole place, right? Okay. Let's review where we are. So, inform Brother Samuel and Father Tully about the whereabouts of each other. We already did that, so presumably we have to go back to do Tully and give him the wine, so that's 2 for 1. And then botany we can't do anything about until, you know, until, what the fuck am I saying? EPA. Yes, okay. But there's 2 unmarked ones in here. Getting this guy out and telling him that we solved the gravekeeper problem. Actually, can we tell him now? It's been a long day. Come back in the morning. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, let's take this guy on a tour then, huh? Anything I want to drop off in the car? I mean, I suppose. These are both quest items, so let's drop them off in the car. Less poundage, just in case we run into something. Allows me to perhaps have more room for looting. Probably don't need that either. Okay. What was this? Jet Antidote. Right, we were given this when we came to Vault City. Somebody's probably going to need it. We could take that back to Myron. Get some more super stims. I'm sitting on, what, 50 super stims? I could probably lay off on that. I'm getting a little crazy with some of this shit that I've got in here. Alright. Let's go do that real quick. We will call it an episode. I hope this doesn't take us back into night, though. Like, we'll walk there, we'll walk back, and it'll be night, and I'll have to waste another day. Alright. Game saved. What do you want? Hey, I know someone in Gecko that loves a good game of Tragic. I could take you there. No shit. Another Tragic player. That kind of changes things. I wonder if he'd have a Black Delilah. Black Dahlia, that's what it is, to trade. Alright, I'll go if you escort me. Alright, let's go. Ah, here, Jesus, okay. Well, at least we didn't have to walk. What time is it? Instant teleportation. Alright. Upon arriving in Gecko, you introduce the young monk to Wooz. They quickly hit it off and begin comparing their tragic card decks. You're about to leave when Brother Jason pulls himself away from tragic long enough to have a word with you. Holy shit, Wooz does have a Black Dahlia. That alone has made this trip worthwhile. Sure, the ghouls are ugly as hell, but I found if I take off my glasses, then they're kind of tolerable. Anyway, thanks a lot for bringing me. Here, I borrowed this from the Abbey's memorabilia. Amazingly, it's one of the few tech relics that still works. He hands you a stealth boy. And this is how I walk through the EPA. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well done. Well done on this quest design. Thanks. Goodbye. Excellent. So now I can put on the stealth boy, walk up to the plants, spray them all. Oh, and you know what? This would have been how I would solve the issue, probably, of stealthing my way through the raider hideout. Okay. Okay. Well, shit. Cool. I'm gonna... I don't really have anything on me now, do I? I'm gonna say we're here. I may as well... We're gonna have to come back through here. Oh, we came in the car! So we don't even have to go back. Okay. Well, so... yeah. We'll have to go back, right? Because we've got this botany quest. Not here. We've got this botany quest. Plus, I've written down that we got to do the heart pills deal. So we will eventually go back to the Abbey. So it's not worth doing the trip now. When we go back, then we can tell Samuel about solving the grave robber issue. He'll be like, yeah, I know, there hasn't been an incident in like 2 weeks, but thanks anyway. And then we can pick up all the rewards. So yeah, we won't waste any more time. Excellent. Okay, well, in that case, since the car is here and my loot, I will see if perhaps I can take some time here. And I mean, I highly doubt any of these guys have replenished, but you know, we'll see if I can trade out some more stuff for cash. And okay, and then I guess we'll move on. We'll go back to New Reno, and Vault City. Not Vault City. Well, we'll go back through Vault City, via Vault City, because then I can pick up the motor and wires or whatever from the guy that was supposedly waiting in the courtyard. I'll have the motor again. I'm convinced I need the motor for building a robot later from the Army Supply Depot. I think I read that. That's what that item is for. Anyway, okay, it's all coming up, Millhouse. I will end this one here. I will see you next time.